Do not get famous, women. Do not. Because when you're famous and in the public eye, this is what you have to put up with, is weirdos stalking you, harassing you, filming your property, filming you, trying to gain access to your property, being aggressive and threatening, and literally filming outside of my house for over an hour, walking all the way around my house looking for access points, filming every single part of my house, and now filming me, and now filming through my open gates. Look, what he's pointing at right now is through my open gates, right? So this is what you have to put up with, ladies, when you get famous. Stalkers and weirdos and harassment.
We don't know what's in that bag.
Yeah, I know. We also don't know what's in that bag, as she's just put them. Both of them have got a bag on. Both of them have got a bag on. Hi guys, sorry I've got a cold today. You might have just seen the story I put up. I've had 2 grown men filming my house for over an hour and a half. Filming in through my windows, everything, like walking all around the perimeter of my house, filming me. And when I went out to confront them and ask them what they were doing, they wouldn't answer. They wouldn't tell us why they were filming. There's only 3 girls here today. As you know, I live alone, so that is very, very, very intimidating. I do think there's something to do with my neighbours, because that are harassing me, because the neighbours kept coming out and talking and laughing with them, which sort of says it all, really. But we have everything on camera. We filmed the whole thing. We had 2 police cars come out, and the police have told them to go and move on and told them not to come back. But obviously I feel massively unsafe right now, like really, really, really unsafe. This is shit. Yeah, I just feel so unsafe right now. Obviously I'm a woman that lives on her own, and to have 2 massive men walking around the perimeter of my house, filming my whole house and through my windows and through my gates.
Are you alright?
Hold on. 2 secs, I'm just making an Instagram story. Wait there. And yeah, it's just horrifying. I've been told by a few people now that my neighbours have admitted to other people that they're trying to intimidate me into leaving, like selling up and leaving here. And obviously this could be part of the intimidation tactics. We've got everything on camera, because not only have I got CCTV everywhere, but we got our phones out and filmed them loads, like everything. They were aggressive, they were nasty, they refused to leave, they refused to stop filming. And they wouldn't tell us why they were here and why they were filming. Like, it is actually unbelievable that I have to live like this. It's not on. It's really not on. I need a fucking boyfriend badly, because I need a man to be living here the full time, or at least like be around a lot. Like, this is just beyond a joke now. I cannot believe that, like I said to these guys, I actually said it to them, and I've got this on camera. I said, in nobody's world is this okay for 2 grown men to be filming through my windows and into my house and the whole perimeter around my property and into my gates, and filming me for over an hour and a half after asking them to leave multiple times and stop filming. And I'm a woman who lives on her own. In nobody's world is that okay. Like, there's that whole joke about, would you rather meet a man in the woods or a bear? And women always choose the bear. And that's why, because men are fucking scary. Like, they are weirdos and scary. And I have loads and loads and loads of footage of my neighbours interacting with these guys and laughing and joking with them and chatting with them and all of that. They obviously knew them, or they'd been employed by them or something like that, because my neighbours are not, anyone who knows my neighbours knows they're not very social. And the way they were laughing and joking, interacting with them, it's like they'd asked them to be there. So just another scare tactic, another intimidation tactic, trying to get me to leave my home. It's not going to work. It's really not. I took Manic out with me. I had Manic on the lead by my side. He was the best protection boy in the whole world, because he won't go unless I give him the command word, but he was getting agitated because he knew I was agitated. And I do feel safe with Manic by my side, I really do. Darren, by the way, you are a superstar. That dog is everything, Darren, and I love you so much, Darren. And it's just what you need, isn't it? After you've been out the night before. I've only had 3 hours sleep. I'm absolutely knackered. There's only 3 girls here today. I say only, but we're powerful. And then you get that pure harassment and stalking from grown men. This is what it's like to be famous. Don't ever get famous. Just don't do it. Those of you who think it will be cool, it's really not. It's really not. The downsides do outweigh the perks. There are lots of perks to being famous, but the downsides are horrific. Jealous neighbours, jealous people in life, you know, men who can't have you, who slag you off, women who want to be you, who slag you off. I mean, literally, people who just make up lies about you day in, day out. The downsides, you know, not trusting anyone, not being able to trust anyone, not having had a proper or true boyfriend all my adult life. Because they just want to be with Jodie Marsh. They don't care about the real me. Yeah, so I am completely full of cold today. Feel like death. Look like death. But I really think it's time to get a boyfriend. I really do. I mean, this is so hard. Like, living alone is so hard when you've got stalkers like that and harassment like that constantly. The police were really good today, to be fair to them. They were really good, and they made them leave and also told them not to come back. But obviously they were here an hour and a half before the police got here and moved them on. Literally going around my whole property and, you know, filming through my windows, trying to see where the access points were, all the rest of it. So yeah, very shit. I need a big strong man. Also need a shag, if I'm honest. I know that's probably TMI, but horny, need a shag. Really horny. Really, really horny. All these wives that don't give their husbands sex, like, why? Why are you not giving them sex? Like, I'd give anything for a man to be here every day to have sex with right now. And yet there are women out there with amazing husbands that aren't even sleeping with them. You don't know how lucky you are, some of you. Anyway, I am going to find a man. We're going out lots now, because Jodie's forcing me out of the house because she says I need to meet someone. So we're going out lots, and meeting new people all the time, which is good. Sorry, and just quickly, they were not paparazzi or members of the press, just so you know. Those guys were not paparazzi or members of the press. That was the first thing we asked them, and they said no. And if they were members of the press, they would have produced their press card anyway, and they would have told us straight away, because then obviously there would have been no need for us to call the police if they were doing some story on me or whatever, like if they were press. So they weren't press, and they told me and the police that when the police got here, and the police did move them on, tell them they had to go and not allowed to come back. Yeah, so like I say, you know, if they were press, they could have maybe had a reason for being here, but they weren't press, and they told me that and the police that, hence why the police moved them on and told them not to come back. Yeah, so anybody wondering if they were press, they weren't. They were not paparazzi, they were not press. The first thing they'd have done is show us their press card if they were that, but they admitted they weren't anyway, but wouldn't tell us why they were here and why they were filming. This is just another day in the life of Jodie Marsh's shit show of a life, where my neighbours harass me, and weird members of the public harass me, and everybody around here is so obsessed with me that they just cannot leave me alone even for one day. But we have all the proof of this, so it's fine. Good always wins over evil, and karma is a real thing. Karma is a real thing. So an amazing private investigator has, within 5 minutes of me putting their photos up, has given me their names and where they're from and all the rest of it, their full IDs. So, and it turns out both of them are to do with exotic animals. one used to run a party thing for exotic animals, where they take animals around schools and parties and things. And the other one, there are loads of photos of him holding exotic animals. Now I'm even more scared because I think they might be trying to steal my animals or do something like that. So I'm just about to phone the police again and speak to them again, because them filming like that, that's not normal.
Entrances.
Yeah, they were filming all the entrances and stuff, like trying to see where you could get in and out of the property. And obviously they've got a vested interest in exotic animals. So I'm now scared they're going to try and steal some of our animals. Yeah, and we found a news report that basically says that one of the guys was going to have loads of his exotic animals put to sleep, which means, obviously, if he's had a load of exotic animals put to sleep, he's obviously had exotic animals before, maybe had some put to sleep, whatever, their business went down the pan. So, again, that's even more frightening that these men were here like that today and filming me. So yeah, and they turned up in a van, a dodgy looking van, and they parked the van like miles down the road so that we couldn't see it, but the police saw it and got the reg plate and all of that. But anyway, yeah, even more scary. This is what I mean, people do not understand what I go through daily, and this is all because of my neighbours and weirdo stalkers. People do not understand what I go through. Now I'm even more worried about the animals.
Welcome to the channel, guys. We're over at Cambridgeshire today. Been asked by a few people about a place called Fripps farm. It's owned by an ex-Glamour model, Jodie Marsh. It's under a lot of scrutiny at the moment for things like poor practices, dirty animal enclosures, ill animals, etc. There's actually a anti-Facebook page about it called Fripps Farce, I believe. Rather than jump on the bandwagon, we've took on board a few comments from people that have contacted me directly, and we're going to have a look for ourselves. We're just walking down to it now. We're about half a mile away at the moment. So what we're going to do is, as always, we'll gather as much footage on the ground with Bodycam. We have a camera on a gimbal and a zoom camera as well. We're not intending to trespass at all. We're going to try and do it, as always, all from public land. It will include drone footage as well as normal. Again, we will launch and land in a public area. For those that are concerned, like we are, about animal welfare, we'll be flying at a high enough height so the drone doesn't disturb the animals at all. Obviously, things like microlights, hot air balloons, helicopters, etc. do fly around this area, and they're going to be a lot bigger, easier to see and noisier than our tiny little drone. So let's see what we can find. We have checked all the data. It is a perfectly legal flight. There's no flight restrictions in the area at all, and we're currently on publicly funded land, so we can do exactly what we want to do, obviously within the boundaries of the law. I think if you walk that way, it's going to be where it is. That's Porridge Hall there, though.
Porridge Hall here. The side, or?
Yeah, Porridge Hall is the actual house, I believe. Let's have a look down here.
No one authorised the entry, well, we don't intend on doing that anyway.
There's somebody in there on a radio. The horse paddocks in there are really dirty. Let's have a look up here. What we need to do is find somewhere suitable to launch the drone, because if you're a couple of power cables and lots of trees.
Stop recording then. Keep the situation.
Eh?
It looks like a big site, doesn't it? Piggy.
It's a bit of an old dirt track that we're on now, but we can clearly see it is shed access, so it's still perfectly fine to launch the drone from. So I think these are where the trees are at their shortest. We won't take the drone up just yet though, guys. We'll just keep on walking around and see what we can see first.
Their property ends now.
Yeah, that's the end of the boundary, isn't it?
Onto interesting narrow fields.
At least the fog's lifted.
I feel like possibly in line with the fences would be your best line of sight.
Yeah,
Where we initially came into the area.
yeah, could be. Up and over the house. As long as we're above roof height, then there's no privacy issues.
Like in line with the gates, which would be your low point.
Some quite bizarre noises around. I don't know what's been the cockerel growing. There's some weird banging noises.
I don't get the mannequin.
No, I don't. I mean, what's that one there with Shrek's head on it?
It is Shrek's head on it. Yeah. See, you can clock that.
There we have Shrek in his summer bod. Looks quite nice to be fair. Shrek in his summer bod. Looks quite nice to be fair. Oh, there's somebody coming out that gate there.
Yeah, an Indian man from Aussie.
Yeah, I just took a photo of that. That's not the safest, is it? Cable under the big roll of cable under a half covered up bin liner. And quite a poorly looking inflatable Santa.
The babe cave.
Hey.
The babe cave. Freak show. Freak show.
Public footpath.
Yeah, don't mind if I do. Yellow markers here.
Does it work? Doesn't really need to have any looks of it.
No.
How strange.
No, that's not fully dead end. There's a wall though.
So let's have a look.
Let's have a look down the footpath. There's certainly a route to it.
I appear to have lost my colleague taking photos. Here we go. I've got to be honest, we're out of bad press to get on over the internet at the moment. Surprised nobody's been out to question us. I am.
This might actually be better.
Unless if there's any yellow markers, we can stand between those.
There's a marker here saying to go that way on this footpath.
Okay. So, nice looking car over there. So yeah, this, the trees just overhang too much on the path to.
Yeah, it might be the front then.
Yeah.
Front and over.
Oh, it's just the
Looks like it.
lemur enclosure that's been denied so far.
I believe so. Everything looks like it. After pictures on the interwebs.
I don't think that mesh is up to stopping a primate, if I'm honest.
A bit of cable tie holding 2 bits of mesh.
Yeah. It's a good job. The lemurs don't have teeth, I was about to bite through it. Say that it's between 400 and 700 animals. It's not a huge site, is it?
Not that many, no. Upwards of 700 animals.
Over the guard ducks then. Yeah, that's about you.
Yeah. You're doing it for here, you're not for here, right?
No, absolutely not. No. We've just been asked by a few random people for our YouTube channel to come and have a look. She's getting a lot of bad press. So.
Are you surprised?
No, it don't look good, does it?
No, okay,
So,
exactly.
yeah, but I am recording, by the way. That's why I'm turned slightly away from you.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. No problem at all.
So you're doing it for YouTube, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Lovely. Thank you.
Very similar names to cottages.
Yeah.
One being cottage, one just being porridge hall.
Yeah. Got some gloves.
Oh yeah.
Got 2 pair of gloves over there if you want a pair.
Yeah, proper. Things are ice to the bone.
Right, there's 2 tree here. I think we're back up there to take off.
With this gate here, it might be a good shot, but yeah, you've got a couple of gaps there through the tree.
Yeah, it's keeping that constant line of sight that's going to be the issue. But if we get 120 metres up and zoom in, we should be able to see.
I mean, this is relatively you'll be able to see a good range there.
Yeah. Get this drone set up and come to do what we need to do. Just going to shut down for a few seconds, guys. Okay guys, we've triple checked. There's no flight restrictions in the area for us to worry about. We're on a publicly shared road. Let's take a look.
Take off. Home point updated.
Okay guys, as you can hear, that drone is of no interference to livestock at all. Yeah, I mean it's a fair size, but I wouldn't say it's suitable for that amount of animals. This is all wolf type dogs there pacing. Oh, there's people there. I think we've been spotted. Right, let's go slightly over then. And there we are. Just for the record, guys, well, 50 metres plus, so it's at no danger to the animals whatsoever. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, tree in the way, I can still see. As long as one of us can see it, that's fine. It's actually quite difficult because there's a neighbouring property so close, and I'm trying my hardest to not to get that on the video. If I do, apologies, we are really not here for yourself. Them fields are massive. I don't know, there's not that much to see, guys. They're going to bring the drone back and preserve the battery life.
Landing.
Okie dokie, guys, that's it for this one. Let's go on to somewhere else. So that's our experience at Fripps Farm. I sort of watched the video footage back. I don't really wish to comment on the cleanliness, etc. I mean, there was a really full skip of rubbish, which, you know, could be a good thing. It could be there ready to be collected. We just don't know. We just need to watch the footage over and have a look at it from there. But that's it for this location, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you on the next one. Okay. Oh, it's bloody cold. So have another look around the back. There's the van coming out. Good choice of van. That might be it. So, okay. Whoa.
Can we help you?
Yeah, what help are we offering?
Huh?
What help are you offering?
Why are you filming my property?
Public interest. Just-
Get your camera out and film, really.
That's fine, it's not a problem. We're in a public area, you can film as much as you want.
You can't film property.
Yeah, you can.
Why are you filming us?
Why are you filming my property? Keep filming.
Why are you
Make
filming
sure you
us?
get both.
Just to have a look. Just
have a look for what?
Any particular
anything
reason?
in particular? Nothing in particular, just having a look.
No.
What's public
Go on.
interest about
Where are you
filming our
from?
house?
A long way away.
And you're here
Why are you filming my property?
We're just filming a few places in the area today.
Are you
Yeah, why are you
pedophiles?
doing
Nonsense.
No,
You
not at all.
nonsense?
No.
No, because we've got kids.
This is
indoors.
private
Okay, well,
property and you're filming our
nonsense.
private
No,
property.
not at all.
You're nonsense.
Reason
They look
for?
like nonsense.
Do we?
both of them.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
So why are you filming us?
See, they're nonsense.
What? Because there's no law against it.
Well, there actually,
There actually is.
No, there's not.
What?
actually
Filming
is.
my house?
You can film anything you can see with your eyes.
No, you
I'm afraid you can.
Why? You've been.
If it was on your land filming, you've got every right to stop me. But if I'm in public, it's perfectly fine.
Why?
You're saying why are we filming you?
Because you're filming my property, you weirdo.
But if
You've
you're
come
under the
here.
impression that you
You've
can't
come to my house to
wouldn't be
film
filming
my
it.
house.
Can we get a copy of that? On
No,
a GDPR?
no.
Why?
Because
It's a breach of GDPR.
So what you're doing?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
If I'm filming it as a citizen journalist
You're
for
filming
public
me.
interest,
Are you a journalist?
I'm exempt.
You're not a journalist,
I'm
you're
exempt
just a
from
factory
GDPR. You guys are not. What I will do is, who's your data handler?
Don't have one.
Don't you?
Can you stop filming
no,
our
no,
property,
organisation
please?
You're an organisation. You should have to have one, otherwise you could be fined for it.
Are you a press? Are you
No,
press?
no, not press
You're
at all.
not. Who
No,
are you then?
I'm a citizen journalist.
What does that mean?
I'm independent. I can film what I want. No, not at all. Not at all.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, off
Pathetic
your fuck
you.
before I go and get my protection dog out. Off your
Right.
fuck.
You can't. This is public. You can't send us off this.
Where you were standing there is actually my property, because my property.
What's the public footpaths?
Yeah, running through my property, you dickhead.
Doesn't matter.
That's my property. Right up to that fence is my property.
We've not been on your property. We've been
Yeah,
along
but
the
if
public
you're
footpath.
standing on there, I own that.
A public
We're
Filming
not.
through
I can
the
let my dog out on it.
No,
Let my
not
dog
at
out
all.
on my property. Yeah, but I can let my dog out on my property.
We're standing currently on public space.
Yeah, when you're standing there, which you have been, and I've got you on camera.
Yeah, it's a public right of
I
way.
can let him out.
It's a public right of way.
You've been stood there the whole time. I've got you on my camera.
We've looked at there a couple of
Why
times.
don't you
Standing there.
go find some kids to
At the
abuse, because
moment,
you both
I'm
look like
standing right here.
pedophiles. Off your fuck.
Oh my God,
Hilarious.
sad, pathetic men.
Bad little
Really?
lives you've got. Have you not got women? You've not got wives? You've not got
Yeah.
anything? You don't want to go home and have a chat, you know?
Yeah, full.
I could think of a much better thing to be doing right now today would be having a good
Yeah.
old seeing through.
Right.
But no, these want to come and nonce around my house. You know, you can
No,
just pay to
we-
go on
we-
OnlyFans. If you want to see my tits, you can just pay to go on OnlyFans.
Nah, you're right.
Been saying.
So I'm married 3 kids. I've got my own
I
parents,
very
so I can
highly
see.
doubt you're married with 3 kids, mate, when you're noncing around my
I-
house
I am.
filming my house.
I'm over 3 kids
Go
as
look
well.
after your kids then and stop worrying about what I'm doing.
So
Off you fat.
no,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
stay here as long as I want to.
Will you?
Right, Neil, call the police.
Yeah.
please.
Call the police immediately.
Police
Yeah.
now.
Mill, call West.
I mean, if you're definitely going to call them, I'll wait for them, because you know what we're doing is a lawful activity.
Call them, Millie. 101.
Yeah, don't ring 999. That's just a complete waste of public resource.
Stalking's multiple accounts.
Hey,
Stalking's on multiple accounts, not one.
They're filming his car, look. It's bad. You know you're driving after him.
well, It's a registration number. It's captured on many cameras every day. It makes no difference if I'm recording it or somebody else. I'm not recording the van at all. Yeah. Yeah, our kids have a good life, thank you very much. Wow. Can't believe you're phoning the police for a man with a camera. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I'm Jodie fucking Marsh and I have stalkers. I have a stalker in prison right now.
Do you?
Yeah. So.
It's a public right of way, so if you want to walk down there,
Oh,
Yeah.
Them. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Your friends at Sutton's. That makes sense now.
We're from 125 mile away. I don't even know that chap at all.
That's exactly why the police need No, keep holding on. I'll go and get mine. Keep
Huh?
Well,
stay on the phone.
it's a delightful lady, if that's you. Good time to use her.
I think they're going to be long. I've got loads of places to go today.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. We need police to a certain address for we've got two stalkers. Filming 125 miles away. They're standing still in our house. Yes.
I can speak to him if you like, it's not a problem.
Speak to them when they turn up, can't you?
Boom, boom, boom. I think we saw the issue is, public photography is not a crime at all.
I wonder if you'd be so brave if it weren't just women standing here.
I had no idea it was here, to be fair.
You know, so you're very intimidating and you're just bullies really. You're bullying
How am I
women.
intimidated? I've been nice
That's
and
what you do.
I've been nice and
If
polite.
it was men living here, you certainly wouldn't be doing this, would you?
Yeah.
You certainly wouldn't.
Why
I can
wouldn't
assure
I?
You wouldn't.
It makes no difference
Right.
if there's ladies
Yeah,
or
I
men
can
here.
assure
It's the
you
same
wouldn't.
law. You know,
Right?
photography
You
is not
certainly
illegal.
wouldn't, because people like you are cowards.
Oh, okay.
So you're coming here to bully a woman who lives here and women that work here.
Right.
You're really brave. You're really brave.
Yeah, it's not like that, is it? I think you're just thinking of insults to say, really, where we've not insulted you
I'm
once.
stating a fact, because you certainly wouldn't be doing this if there was men living here.
Why is that then?
Because people like you are cowards.
Are we?
Yeah, you are.
Right, okay.
But what's your point? Why would you want to film this property?
Why not? It's interesting.
Why?
Well, all this for a start, and it's just different, isn't it? It's interesting.
Why is it interesting?
Well, why isn't it?
You're a
Do you find
sad
do
man.
you find it interesting?
Not really. It's
So
just
what do you work here for then?
I don't work here.
Do you? Well, you got a jacket on that says Fripps Farm Animal Rescue.
So, what does that mean? What, is that against the law then?
No, not at all. Just like this isn't against the law.
You are breaking the law by
No, we're not.
intimidating us. Trying to
We're 12 feet apart. You approached us.
Don't try and
Approach
keep
us
me
and
out.
came right into our personal space.
You approached us. We was quite happy just walking around. You approached us. We're not intimidating anybody.
Pathetic human being.
Wow.
Wow.
Any chance of a cup of tea while we're waiting?
Yeah, it's quite a cold day.
Yeah, I could do with a brew. I don't know if that's a maybe or no.
No, I think that's a no. To be honest.
Hey, I can't hear anybody screaming.
No, I can't hear it screaming at all. That's strange.
We're filming them now, so we've got all this on camera. We're filming them.
It's absolutely fine. It's a free country. You got every right to film me, just like I have every right to film you.
Oh, they're trying to come in the house. They're trying to come in the house. They're saying,
Do you not think we've documented everything? We've been nowhere near the house.
You've been on record the whole time. With no arrival. Right. That's brilliant.
Jodie, shut the gates because they're filming inside.
But we're both facing down there. On that public footpath.
yeah, they're going down, because I've got another entrance down the side, and that is my property as well. There's a public footpath, but I own the actual property.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Public footpath is a protection.
Obviously, both entrances, you know what I mean? Thank you.
Oh dear. Yeah, I did. This chap's coming down there.
Brilliant. It's probably lying on camera. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do we sit down?
Yeah, any of them popping chairs.
Yeah, they'd be nice, wouldn't
One with like a steak carrot in the ground.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
the inspirational police actually said the full truth on the phone call.
I know.
Whether they would be on the way or not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of made up stuff on that phone call for sure. Trying to enter the house, trying to go through the gate. It's very funny stuff. Don't know why you have to.
Just for the record, though, we've not tried to gain access at all.
To your house or to the property, like you said on the.
When you say your property, you mean, I think she means this public footpath here that goes all the way down there to the field.
Yeah, you can film from the outside. We're filming from a public space. Completely perfectly legal thing for us to be doing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I am recording, by the way.
Yes, fine.
That's
If you're
okay.
interested in any information,
Okay, who are you? Sorry.
I live there,
Oh right, okay.
so let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a really interesting situation.
It's from the police for somebody with a camera. So apparently we've been trying to gain access to a house and stuff.
Trying to enter the house.
We haven't. I've got everything recorded. So.
Yeah, it happens. We've also had the same thing. Hope you're okay.
Yeah, no, it is. I presume you don't go on with your neighbours very well then.
You'd know, you're employed by them.
Am I? I'm not employed at all. This is just something I do. This is something I do for fun. I have a very good job, thank you very much.
Yeah, looks like it. Stalking celebrities.
Yeah.
It's a real good job. You must earn well. Yeah, 2 police cars on their way.
2, we've got one each. How long will it be?
Filming inside my property. Filming inside my property.
Just for the record, that camera's pointing that way, this camera's pointing that way.
Did it at me and that gate open, so you're filming inside my property actually.
Okay, even if it was, it's even if it was, it's not illegal.
If this property is private, I'm standing on public land. I can film into the property should I wish to.
Then shut the fuck up and stop explaining yourself. If you're doing nothing wrong, stop fucking
Well,
explaining
then,
yourself.
you have a running commentary on the situation.
Why you're here doing this, you fucking stalker weirdo. Fucking weirdo.
You're on running a commentary, we're just making sure the story's straight on that commentary. You know, like the story to the police wasn't fully truthful, was it now?
This is what you deal with. Fucking ugly, horrible men turning up filming your house and you and
If you don't have to make up
intimidating you
out to
and
the
being
police for them
aggressive.
to attend.
So
I've not, well, we've not been aggressive at all. You approached us. We've tried to keep our distance. We're about 20 feet apart at the moment for the record.
Playing to our face, playing that weirdly aggressive.
Don't ever get famous.
Makes a lot of sense.
So just for the record, guys, we're having a bit of a camera off here while we're waiting for not 1, 2 police cars.
A lot worse. in a little stand up.
2 police cars for 2 men with a camera each. It's bizarre.
So what's bizarre, mate, is you coming 125 miles to film my property.
How do you know that's true? You only got my word for it.
And we've got it on camera, you weirdo.
Yeah.
You
also
say
told
it
the
on
police.
camera.
But you also told the police we tried to gain access to your house.
Word is the word.
No, I didn't.
Just did.
No, we've got that on camera. Just because I said I'm 125 mile away, I could be the other side of the village for all you know. All you've heard is what I've said.
No, you said we've come from 125 miles.
Yeah.
But you also said to the police that we're trying to get an entry to your house, which we wasn't. So, you know, it goes both ways, doesn't it?
Just for the record, we haven't come 125 mile at all.
Don't care.
Well, I can say what I want, you know.
There's even more reason for the police to move you on because you're telling lies and being weird and being aggressive.
They can't move me on. How can they move me on from here? They just can't.
Well, they can because I'm a celebrity.
Oh, okay.
Oh, special rules.
Right, okay. You're lying in the back pockets or something then. So again, we've been polite, never swore, and all you girls are doing is just shouting and swearing at us for whatever reason.
Their own words, they've come from 125 miles away to come and film at my property.
I could have said I come from Italy. Do you know what I mean? It's just words.
And the relevance of that, anyway.
At least you get some good content.
When you're famous and in the public eye, this is what you have to touch. Weirdos.
Famous in the public eye, so that's your public interest.
Filming you, trying to gain access to the property, being aggressive.
Absolutely not gaining access to any property.
Everything decides on camera.
So just for the record, guys, they have said that we've been trying to gain access into the house. Everything we've got since the moment of arrival is been captured on 3 or 4 different cameras. There's absolutely no way we've even trespassed. If we was to trespass, that's not even a criminal offence, but we haven't anyway. Oh, we should make it a brew for us, that'd be nice.
Yeah, someone's got guns in the car apparently. I
Ah.
don't know what relevance that is.
No, I don't.
But no, we're the ones threatening. But
Yeah. That's right. It's a criminal offence to threaten to discharge a firearm in a public place, so it makes no difference to us. We won't go. We've got to wait for the police. I'd rather wait for the police than waste their time trying to find us.
rather waste the resources than what already is being.
No, it's all right though. You're allowed to waste police time when you're a celebrity.
If you're a celebrity,
Yeah.
it's- Suspect a piece of tumbleweed just floating across.
Yeah, no, it's that kind of area, isn't it? It's really barren.
It's like a western stand-up right now.
Yeah, it's like a duel with cameras.
You holster them up, see who can draw them the quickest.
So just to reiterate, guys, apparently we're threatening. We're trying to stand as far away as we can. We've been called paedophiles, weirdos, burglars to all intents. Apparently we've been trying to get inside the house. We're not even got inside the perimeter of the property, to be fair, which is all documented on camera. You'll see it when it's all been filmed.
Turn up at someone's house and start filming it.
We're not strangers, we know each other.
Do you think that's normal behaviour?
Perfectly normal in my world.
If you had a wife at home on her own
Yeah.
and 2 men was outside filming her property, you'd
Yeah.
think that you wouldn't be worried for her, no?
I have no idea who's on site.
Well, you just don't know. You don't know who they are. I can assure you, we have no malice. But even if somebody stood outside my house,
I believe that, do I?
well, that's up to you. That's entirely your choice.
You can't tell me what you're doing is normal behaviour.
If somebody was stood outside my house and I wasn't there and just the wife was, leave them to it. It's perfectly legal. Perfectly legal.
If you didn't wish to be on camera, you wouldn't approach the camera.
Yeah.
You're already running private or
Okay.
Do you not think it's weird recording somebody that's walking around doing a perfectly legal activity?
I'm standing on my property. I can do what I want.
That's fine. But do you not think it's weird? We're on
I'm standing on my
We're
property.
on
I can
public
do what I
land,
want.
walking up a
We're on public land, but apparently that's not allowed. But yeah,
You're
you
filming the side of our property.
we're all coming down on a public footpath.
Filming our property
Well,
through our windows and stuff.
no.
Okay. Okay.
I see proof of me filming through a window. It's an interesting claim.
Okay, so this is really normal behaviour. Okay, crack on.
So he's lying to the police. That's really normal, isn't it?
Who's lying to the police?
Oh,
Please don't believe you.
was we trying to gain access to the house? I don't think we was. I think we stood out here on public land, personally, but
Intimidating.
but I was made to the police with pure intention of making them
You're lying, aren't you?
making them an emergency.
You're lying, aren't you?
How?
You're lying, aren't you?
Am I lying?
You're lying though, aren't you?
How
'Cause the
am I?
police ain't here yet, so how does that work?
No, don't. We know
How does that
you.
work?
We heard the telephone conversation.
You stupid fool.
In what world do you think two grown men turning up at a house of a woman who lives alone?
I don't know who lives.
All of her house,
I don't know who lives here.
intimidating.
I don't know who lives here.
Fuck you, don't know who lives here. You're filming because of me. You're filming my house.
No, not at all.
Well,
No.
we'll wait for the police then. You can explain yourself then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking weirdos. Right, Manic. Don't. Good boy.
This is me.
Oh, you're not here for me, no? Why
No.
are you filming my house and nobody else's? And why are you refusing to leave?
Oh, because I'm waiting for the police.
Why don't you film theirs?
Why aren't you filming their
Very
house?
interesting.
That has been caught on
The
camera.
facade on the front. This is
They're very smart.
very attention gaining, isn't it?
Listen, in nobody's world is it okay for two grown men to be filming the house of a woman who lives alone. That is intimidation and harassment.
If you're not from
We've
the
asked you
We didn't
more than
know this.
twice to
You're the
leave
one
and
that-
you haven't. That
won't
is
leave.
legally classed as harassment.
Harassment.
what on a public footpath,
We're asking you to leave. and
you
you're
can't
refusing
ask
to
anybody
leave.
to leave
So
public
therefore,
public.
and you're still
No,
filming me.
you
So
asked
that
us to
is
leave your
legally
premises.
classed as
We wasn't
harassment
even
and
on your
We've asked you to
premises
stop
for you
filming
to
our
ask us to
property
leave.
and
We're
you
standing on
won't.
public
We've
land.
asked
You
you
Well-
to
can't
stop filming
remove
and we've
us from
asked you to
public
leave.
Oh,
You won't.
look.
That is legally
cannot
harassment and
remove us
stalking.
from
You're
public
obviously too
land.
thick to understand this, but it is harassment and stalking.
Not at all.
In nobody's world is it okay for two grown fat men to be filming the house of a woman who lives alone
Hey, we don't.
over an hour and refusing to leave and refusing to stop filming.
I'm not leaving because
In
have
nobody's
you
world.
called the police or not?
Yes.
Well,
they're on their way.
I've got to wait for them, haven't I?
No, you haven't got to at all. You could fuck off.
Or what? Waste the police time?
No, we've
Well,
already
we're
got you on
already
camera, so
aware
don't
of
worry
lies
about
that
it.
you've said to the police, so we're here so we can tell the
You're the
police
ones wasting
factually
everybody's
what
time.
This is for our
I'm a
protection.
woman that
All
lives on my own.
since you've come
I'm
out.
a woman that lives alone. You two being here, filming my house and refusing to leave after I've asked you multiple times to stop filming and leave, and you won't, that is legally harassment and stalking. You clearly don't know the law. I do, luckily, because I have a stalker in prison right now for doing actually the same thing.
Right, okay.
Funny enough.
Funny
Look
enough,
it up,
on more than
Joseph
one occasion.
Mapuente. Look it up. He's still in prison now.
Stalking occurs over multiple
No, it's not.
months. It's
No,
not
it's
just
not.
turn up, do a bit of filming, and all of a sudden you're a stalker.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's
work. It doesn't work like
What
that.
are you doing if you're not a stalker? What are you doing?
Multiple.
You've got no reason for being here because you won't tell us. You're not press. If you were press, you'd have shown us your press card.
I'm not pressed.
I don't need
We've already-
Exactly.
yeah.
So therefore, you
Oh.
are stalkers.
I don't need to show you or give you any information at all because we've done nothing illegal.
Right, Manic.
Yeah, all that's happened since you've come out is all three of you have been abusive towards us. Now you brought the dog out and you asked him to stop filming. No, this is now for our protection. Just for this is for our evidence.
You're both about a guard dog and meeting a guard dog.
Yeah, because we feel threatened because you've had your moment of thing and you're still
There's signs
filming.
everywhere saying I've got a protection dog. You're threatening
That's fine.
us.
Yeah.
You're threatening us.
There's
to
no,
make
no,
people
there's nothing to stop you having a protection dog at all.
That'd be fine. He was threatening to release a certain protection dog onto public land.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, because he
they're
wouldn't hurt
releasing
anyone.
Huh?
Wouldn't hurt anyone.
Oh, it's a good protection dog then.
He's
Clearly
been
don't
registered
understand.
the camera lying. No one said they was releasing the dog.
Specially trained.
No, I didn't say you did release the dog. I said you was mentioning about releasing the dog.
Yeah. Good boy, watch. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, I know. Alright. Alright. Nobody say the word. Nobody say that word. Good boy. I know.
I think we're much longer. We've got loads to get done today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Watch. Just watch. No, you're not going. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Pure harassment and stalking. They don't even know what the law is.
Do you think we'd be here in public filming if we don't know what the law was? Realistically.
Because I've asked you more than twice to leave and you're
I don't want to waste the police time.
To leave a public space. We're
Yeah.
waiting for the police.
We're waiting for the
You've already
police in a
established
public
this. You said there's
space. You
2 cars
can't-
apparently coming. So we've got one each to
You
see
don't
to.
need them. We need them.
Well, they're going to want to speak to us. So if we go, they're going to have
They're
to.
going to one side of us,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Good that you're handing yourself in. Alright, then
You know, there's 2 sides to the story. And one's clearly
it's two sides to the story. I've
got a
never
bit of
seen you
fabrication going on
in my
that
life.
side of it.
One side of the story was yeah, you turned up at my house filming it, and I've never seen you before in my life. So there's not 2 sides to the story. You are creeps and weirdos and stalkers. That's the story. I've never seen you two in my life. Here we go.
Oh.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Yeah.
How you doing?
All right.
You know I am recording as well.
Yep.
But, can you just ask what you guys are sort of doing, or?
Just a bit of filming in a public area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, fair enough. No worries. Is there any particular reason for this area today, or?
We just travel around filming interesting places.
No, fair enough.
Anything
You know, we've
exciting, this is-
despite what she says, we've not tried to gain access to. She's saying we've tried to gain access to a house. We've not even been into the perimeter
Yeah.
at
no
all.
problem.
We've walked around there, which clearly says public footpath.
Yeah.
Even the neighbours have been out, said, "Didn't do what she says. You're allowed up there." So we've been up there, been back, and that's it.
Yeah. No, fair enough. No worries.
It just seems
Just had no
a bit of an
end
overreaction for 2
response from you
people
guys.
with cameras in public.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I presume you've got the chest mount. So
Yeah.
you putting videos online, or?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
It's we're content creators at the end of
No,
the day.
fair enough. Could I
we've
ask
got one
what
each.
channel that is, or?
Not at this point, because in
No.
case it gets to those, I'm sure
Yeah, no,
to
that's
be
absolutely
found.
fine. Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
sure to be
fine.
found.
I'm sure you know the questions I've got to ask.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
No, just
Yeah, it's not as if we ain't been in this situation before. Do you know what I mean?
no, of course not. And I presume you don't want to provide your details either.
I've done nothing wrong. I don't need to.
No, I totally respect that. All right.
My God.
Oh wow.
One thing I will say, they have been quite shouty and swearing at us and calling us paedophiles and weirdos and stuff like that. They don't know who we are, so I don't want to take any further. I just wanted it
Yeah,
on
okay.
record. Do you know what I mean? So
Was that any person in particular, or
all of them
all of them? Was
at
it?
different points, yeah.
Something right into our personal
And then saying we're being intimidated. We can see how far apart we were when you turned up.
Yeah.
We've tried to keep at least 20 feet back. I think
Yeah.
the closest I got was 12 feet when I couldn't really hear what they were saying, so I walked up to them a bit closer. But they come out into our face, saying, "Why don't you just fuck off," and all that. And no need for it. We're just recording in a public
Some
place.
mention of
Yeah.
gun or guns as
Yeah,
well,
yeah. There was
but,
mention of
well,
we've got guns here,
on
and
the
I'm going to
context of that.
fetch my protection dog, and
Right. Okay.
wow.
Obviously, with that can fall into the public order realm.
Yeah.
Are you wishing to make a complaint in regards to that? Or
Don't need to.
No,
Don't need to.
No, that's absolutely fine.
No.
No problem at all.
I'm sure they're going to want to raise something towards us, but
trying to flip everything on its head.
I'm a reasonable guy. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to cause an hassle for the sakes of it. Do you know what I mean? I just want to carry on with my activity. We're going to a couple of different places today, so.
Oh, fair enough. Is that local or is that?
We're stopping off somewhat local, yeah. But yeah, the next stop is Wittering.
Wittering. Oh, okay.
And if we don't run out of daylight there, we're going to do something a bit further up.
Fair enough.
I mean, we're finished here. I'm happy to go. I just wanted to wait here so you guys ain't trying to find us and waste more time. Do you know what I mean?
No, fair enough.
Any more time and resources.
Obviously, they're kind of saying that you're harassing them the way you're going around the perimeter.
We just walk around filming, guys. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know who was in there, to be fair. I mean, it's public knowledge that Jodie lives here. I don't know if she got in there. She could be full of men. Not for that reason, obviously, but she could have lots of male employees and stuff like that. We're not even trying to gain. They can't ask us to leave. We're on a public area, on a public path.
We haven't ever once been on their property.
Yeah, but you're still walking around the perimeter filming inside.
Not since they've come out. We've been stood in this spot here.
Not since.
No, we've walked up there, filmed. We've not literally pointed cameras into buildings and stuff like that. I mean, I think I glanced in an outbuilding, but I probably wasn't even recording at that time.
They've just fabricated a lot of.
I'm filming now, absolutely.
How do you guys
To
get
try and get the response of this.
Walked some of the way, drove some of the way.
That's not your vehicle down the road then?
It depends which way.
Right, right.
I've not got a van.
No. I think we can deal with this quite amicably if you just sort of leave.
We was ready to leave, but then they said, "Oh, we'll call the police." Obviously, I didn't want to waste your guys' time trying to find us. I was quite happy because I know I've done nothing wrong. I was quite happy to stand here, wait for you, and share the information.
I just don't understand why two guys needed to come out for this.
It was just the resources that were in the area at the time.
Right,
yeah.
So,
but no, we literally just finished, wrapped up the video, done the closing talk, and
We was literally just walking up there. They'll come running out. Like, hey, we've done.
no, fair enough.
So we've lost probably 45 minutes of daylight, but it's hard work doing what we do this time of year. You can only do so much per day, because
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean.
no worries. Yeah.
So are we detained at all, or are we free to go?
No,
you're
you're
free
not
to go.
detained.
Obviously,
Yeah.
if for some reason you come back,
Don't need to.
No need to.
Got no need to come back.
wonderful. Well, that's it. You've it would be classed because it's twice.
Yeah.
That's
what
I get if you come in multiple times, there's a harassment thing to be looking at. We never come back to the same place twice. There's far too many interesting places across the UK to keep coming back to the same one. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't understand that at all from then. But,
So,
Alright, guys, you're free to go. Yeah?
okay, yeah. No worries.
Yeah, I presume.
Can I just grab your shoulder numbers just for reference? Lovely, thank you very much.
No problem. I presume our encounter will be on your video as well,
It will go on several social media platforms.
just for our interest. Are we able to have that so that we can keep an eye out for it? It's not as any means or negative or anything like that.
you guys have been absolute spot on.
Yeah, you guys have been all right. It's just type in.
Yeah.
And you'll find us.
No worries.
So you'll see what content we do. We cover lots of different stuff, farmers' protests, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
We cover lots of different interesting stuff. We don't just go around bullying people for the sakes of it.
No,
We find something interesting, we do it. Sometimes we'll just jump in the car and drive, and when we find somewhere, let's stop here and have a look at this. Yeah, I've got to do Manchester City Centre and stuff like that. It's just interesting, you know what I mean? You've got to have a hobby at the end of the day, guys. Haven't you? I work hard in the week. This is my weekend thing.
Right to photography that we're expressing essentially in the bottom line.
Yeah, PINAC. PINAC is the acronym. Photography is not a crime, it's PINAC. I presume you've heard it many times before.
I have, yeah. And to be honest, that's why I was so sort of chill with you guys.
Yeah.
I've got no reason
Yeah,
to be
as you can
concerned.
see, and just for the record, we've been this calm talking to these ladies as we have been to you. We've not been harassing, threatening, or anything like that.
Not without being seen on the video anyway.
You'll see it when it goes out.
Yeah.
How it all went down.
There.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. that's it for this location. Again, I was leaving at one point, and then we got confronted, so we switched back on. But now that is it. We are leaving Fripps Farm. Catch you on the next one.